The Dangerment Preserve is well known in this area as being a super unique, really special place. There are all these different habitat types on one landscape. There's coastline, there's near coast areas, there's dunes, there's oak woodland forests. It offers this protection and kind of refuge for a lot of wildlife species, so it might be one of the last remaining coastal protected areas for wildlife. My name is Raewyn Grant. I am a large carnivore ecologist, and I've been studying large carnivores in different landscapes for like 16 years. Studying mountain lions in and around the Dangerment Preserve is a very purposeful mission right now. They play this huge role in ecosystem health and function. Mountain lions are obligate carnivores. They have to hunt and kill to get their food, but they're great for ecosystems because they control how many grazers or browsers we have in an area. And that controls how many plants and vegetation we lose, which controls roots we have in the soil, which controls what erosion looks like or doesn't look like, and waterways, and just the whole ecosystem health. Unfortunately, when it comes to wildlife species like mountain lions, they face a lot of barriers in terms of the connectivity between their habitat patches. They can't always just stay in this one place for genetic reasons like breeding or just for, getting new territory. They've got to move around and get from one habitat patch to another.
I am a part of a group of 5 people who are researching mountain lion connectivity in connection with the Dangerment Preserve. We want to see how well mountain lions are able to utilize the preserve to move from that area to north or south. We're using camera trap images that were taken on the preserve, as well as community science-driven data from websites like iNaturalist. Now we can have a greater idea of where mountain lions are likely to be found across the entire landscape. We know they liked the Dangerment Preserve, we know they like Los Padres, we know they like Big Sur. Now we want to know how hard it is for mountain lions to move from one area to another. What barriers are impeding them from getting there?
These areas of lighter yellow, like down here near the coast and up here, those are areas where mountain lions are likely to be moving through or where it's easier for them to be moving through.
Mountain lions utilize the coastline, which is something that's not really told in literature. We don't really know how often lions are using the coast, if it's important to them, if it's good habitat for them.
There's some reason to believe that the mountain lions in and around the Dangerment Preserve are exhibiting some unique behaviors. It might be the case that they are preying on marine animals and using that as a source of protein in their diets. And that's interesting. We don't find that in a lot of places. We don't find, mountain lions coming down to the beach or, entering coastal zones in order to hunt for food. Is it a behavior that has come up because of so many human impacts in other parts of the landscape? Or is it something that mountain lions have always done in the Dangerment Preserve area for hundreds or thousands of years, but it's unknown to scientists?
I think the most important thing at this point is communication of these results and communication to people who live in these areas where the cities are growing and expanding. There's constant development. The development needs to be mindful and take these animals into consideration, because when we clear lands and build new homes, we're building on someone else's home.
Sometimes for a highway, we can't necessarily move the highway, but we can create some type of overpass or underpass for a mountain lion to pass through and get on the other side of safely. And making sure that those corridors are protected, are secure, is ultimately what is going to allow for different large carnivores to persist on these landscapes. If we're able to conserve and manage, habitat for a large carnivore, we're also using them as an umbrella species for so many animals or plant species or whole landscapes. But I would like to see way more policy made around protecting corridors, because identifying them is the job of a scientist or a group of scientists, but actually protecting those movement corridors for mountain lions and other species is the job of policymakers. And our work can only go but so far unless actual decisions are made and protections are made.